Hello, in this video I'll explain important concepts of cloud computing, including cloud service models, deployment models, and security issues related to SaaS and IaaS, which are software as a service, infrastructure as a service as well. These concepts are important because many modern applications are built using cloud technologies, and understanding both their benefits and risks is essential. So to talk about the cloud service models, there are three kinds of cloud service models, which are SaaS, PaaS, and SIaaS. Software as a service, infrastructure as a service, and platform as a service. So software as a service allows user to access software applications over internet without installing them on their devices. The service provider manages everything, including servers, storage, updates, while the user simply uses the application, such as Microsoft 365 provides Microsoft applications to their client over the cloud, so they can just use the applications such softwares, and they do not have to focus on the back end part of it. The second is platform as a service, which provides a platform for developers to build and deploy applications. In this model, the provider manages the infrastructure and operating system, while the user focuses on developing the application. So in this example also, we can take the example of Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure provides the platform as a service. For example, Windows, it can provide virtual desktops. It can provide virtual desktops where the developers can utilize and deploy application and build everything. As well as the virtual desktop, they can offer some kinds of the softwares and programs which the developers can use to build and deploy applications. So for IaaS, infrastructure as a service, also Azure, Microsoft Azure will provide the virtual desktops with, and also the virtual networks as well, where the IT engineers can utilize and build their infrastructure. So they can pay how much they can pay according to how much service, how much infrastructure they have used. So that's all about the cloud service models. And now going to the cloud deployment models. There are different cloud deployment models Cloud deployment models describe how cloud systems are set up and who can access them. The first is public cloud, which is available to everyone and is managed by third-party providers, making it cost-effective but less secure. Private cloud is used by a single organization and offers more control and security because it is dedicated to single organization. It is expensive, it is more expensive. So there comes the hybrid cloud, which is the most popular nowadays. Is a combination of both public and private clouds, allowing organization to balance cost and security. So there is another one, community cloud, is shared by multiple organizations with similar requirements, such as government or financial institutions. Now to talk about security issues in software as a service, which introduces several security challenges because users do not control the underlying system. One major issue is data security, as data is stored on external server and may be vulnerable to breaches. Data privacy is also a concern, as sensitive information may be accessed by unauthorized users. Another issue is multi-tenancy, where multiple users share the same system, which can increase the risk of data leakage, possibly of data loss due to system failures or cyber attacks. So to talk about authentication and authorization issues in software as a service. Authentication and authorization are critical for securing SaaS system. Authentication refers to verifying the identity of the user, while authorization determines what resources the user can access. Common authentication issues include weak passwords, lack of multi-factor authentication, and identity theft. Authorization include Improper access control, where user may gain access to data they are not allowed to see. Other risks include session hijacking, where an attacker takes control of the user's active session, and poor identity management, which can lead to security vulnerabilities. So now moving on to security issues in infrastructure as a service. Users have more control over the system because this also means they are responsible for securing it. One major issue is misconfiguration, where incorrect system settings can create security vulnerabilities. Virtual sorry. Virtual machine attacks can occur when attackers target the virtual environment. Data breaches may happen if storage is not properly secured. Insider threats are also concerned, where authorized users misuse their access. Additionally, network attacks such as DDoS, distributed denial of service attacks, can disrupt services, and lack of proper monitoring can make it difficult to detect and respond to insecurity incidents. In conclusion, cloud computing offers different service and deployment models that provide flexibility and scalability. However, each model has its own security challenges. Understanding these issues is very important for designing secure systems and effectively using cloud technologies in real-world applications. So at the end, when we know the application and issues and where the certain cloud model is very effective, understanding all these domains will help us select the proper cloud deployment and proper cloud model for the organization. So this is very effective in the business environment as well. So this is the overall summary of the week 2 lecture. Thank you.